this was how the second goal came. Another set piece, another corner from Ademola Lookman who provided to the system as well. So rising higher.
The delivery is just unspeakable because that's due to the delivery, that's where these goals are coming from. And we took advantage of we were winning all through it in the first half in this game. So the delivery actually hurt, and you can see from there a pocket pass, a cut back to Lookman, and a great finish from him. This is what he's known for, and that is why he is the man of the match for today.
2 goals, 2 assists on the other competition.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fantastic.
I like the time they're showing them now. But look, this was where the situation became a bit crazy. Yes, Mohammed is like no stopper. I think it's slipped there. And was a big goal.
Yeah, very unfortunate. We had a bit of discomfort after. This is when Tunisia was piling under pressure. And we were all wondering about this particular incident. Because remember, I always think about this. What would have happened if he was wearing a long sleeve? Because everybody says the ball bounces, below the sleeve, and it's a fact, it's a penalty. But these were the anxious moments we were talking about, and there was no doubt about Abdi's penalty. He blasted that as hard as he could, and gave Bobby under the body no chance.
It was absolutely offended in that particular instance.
Some of these decisions step in the right direction. I think today we were dominant from the first half into the second half, and then they had a spell in which they scored 2 goals in, but apart from that, it was very good today. Do you have any particular message to all your Nigerian fans? Now, keep supporting us. We need you. We really need you. So keep on being behind us, keep on driving us, and keep supporting us. Thank you.
Football of the year 2024, what he's offered at this side, he's a key element to how the Super Eagles will actually fare at this African Cup of Nations. They understand how disappointing their foray as regards to FIFA World Cup qualifiers have turned out to be. And I'm going to say maybe if Nigeria wins the African Cup of Nations.
Trust these Super Eagles to never make it easy for you. When you think that they'll be able to win with 3 goals ahead, only God knows what we have to do to make sure that we're able to see games out. Another banana peel from these boys. These Tunisians always came back into this game, but thank God that we were able to make it work. And God has already taken us into the knockouts. At least now, play that match against Uganda, I can be able to have some bit of respect, and I can rest. And I'm sure Nigerians too will be able to let that tension cool, because I was following this on social media, obviously using the hashtag #SSFootball, and I'll just read out a few tweets from some of our Nigerians that have been talking. They've been saying at Big says, Nigeria, my country, yes. At Ferrapio says, that was clearly not a penalty. That is they'll call for the rest. And Kelvin says, Super Eagles won't kill you. Tell God say they don't go World Cup. And at Brownie Shower says, that was clearly not a penalty, for the ref gave in due to pressure. And at Legal Whistle says, Chad must really learn from this. How do you change your winning team with about 15 minutes to play in this manner? Onyeka has no business outside the pitch, and at that critical time. What that is it, man, I think we are all just happy. And we're celebrating. Finally, we've been able to get the win. I said it already that Tunisia will be on their 2 knees against us, if you get what I mean, because we've done the deal. Nigeria for the win!
Couldn't hold on, and you saw Uganda come back high under pressure, and I guess it finally worked for them.
It's a game of 2 halves for both teams, because Uganda came out initially very strong, and they put Tanzania on the back foot. But second half, Tanzania came forward again, then they fought ahead and get the goal. But like I said again earlier, that the impact player actually make a difference. And funny enough, it's in Nigeria who made a difference for the Uganda players. So that could have been 4 goals for Nigeria. If we had had 1 goal to Nigerian goal,
I think they're dropping my car somewhere. What is going on today? Somebody's else goal. after the opening day loss for them, I guess they decided to come back pretty strong against Botswana, even though they knew Botswana had a shot in this one.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's an interesting group. Obviously, the last day, I see Senegal set up a good result against Benin with a real chance of qualifying. So that is still a lot of meat on the bone there for Benin. A lot of work to do for Senegal as well. I'm sure Dion Khan will have something to say up against Botswana. In fact, they to get the 3 points and really secure Benin through the final.
You're right, also support Benin out of their group.
Yeah, I agree with him totally because it's the way the stands look right now. Benin has a better
to qualify, even though you're talking about third place. You want to be in the top 2. Otherwise, you end in the third spot. You're going to play one of the teams in other groups that's top. So you want to avoid that and see an easier path to the quarterfinals and semifinals.
Well, there's no way you can say Senegal are not favourites for this.
No. I mean, look, they certainly have the experience and the firepower. I mean, Mane, obviously, we're all familiar with what he can do. And again, obviously against Botswana, much stronger. They show a lot more, but now a little bit of character, a little bit of resistance. They managed to fight their way back. And as I mentioned, that Benin fixture is going to be so big for them. I mean, if they get minimum is a draw, obviously they'll be fine because of the 4 points. But win, I'm looking forward to that one because Benin will not go down without having something to say.
I mean, they more or less gave their progression a good shot with that win they had over Botswana. And I guess going into that final group game will determine a whole lot of story. But taking nothing from Ghana, Ross, Benin Republic, I think they've been a pretty decent side. With their outing, especially at the FIFA World Cup qualifiers, poor outing ultimately, even though they left it till very late. But then a decent side, it seems Ghana has more or less drilled them pretty decently. Lost narrowly against DR Congo opening day, where they were almost going to run away with a point. And, you can't look back again. That is done and dusted. You look ahead of you. And now they've gotten the 3 points. Puts them in good stead also to come out of that group. If not as one of the 2, automatic qualifiers, going by what turns out in the final group stage game, and also as a third best place thing.
Well, I'm privileged to play under Ghana in the national team, and is this one coach that is resilient, believe in his team to the core, and he always want to see his team do well ahead of time because there's this coach that has always qualifiers to game in hand, So there's one person that I believe that is this team, Benin Republic team, is going to surprise, a lot of people in this tournament. We're just going to watch out for them and see what their last game becomes of.
If there's anything I don't like in football, is deflection. Well, I like it if it's in my favor, though. Look, I think it's been a hard-fought, first and second round. Let me take your thoughts on that, Sean. Yeah. How you've seen it seems as though maybe with this Nigeria's fixture now, where we're seeing 5 goals, things might just open up ultimately.
Yeah, I think that's probably the only game thus far that's given us so many goals. Most of the games have been goalless draws, 1-1. Or a narrow 1-0 win. So I think the Nigeria game obviously will give a lot of teams hope that they can still do it. But other than that, also it should make other teams aware that you can't relax when you go ahead. You've got to wrap it up as quickly as possible and ensure that your path is easier.
It's African football, and when these teams come up, you expect some teams to just steamroll, but that hasn't been the case. The big boys have more or less laboured victories.
Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of teams have had to sort of earn their keep. I mean, we talk about the second round being a lot more tighter than what we're used to them being. Obviously, it's a lot of marquee teams that have met each other in the second round. So obviously, you approach that with a little bit of caution as well. But I think in terms of the balance of the tournament, the quality that we've seen, and obviously, in terms of just teams getting a lot more closer to each other, nations being a lot more closer to each other in terms of quality, I think that's what has stood out in this tournament. And again, it'll hopefully, in the third round, we'll start seeing the fireworks come out because it's get the job done and go home.
I hear you on that one. Has the rain also impacted on, the playing at this tournament?
Yeah, a little bit, I would say, but then the quality of the pitch very good. So at least it's not being that bad on the field, but affecting players sometimes when rain drops on your eyes and all that. But these are professional players who play in the highest level, so they should be used to that. So it's a bit of
impacting the quality of our players because it makes the ball now more faster than it ought to be. But so far, so good. They've been managing things.
And that's what we've heard so far from Morocco, Sean. The fact that the facilities has been top-notch. I mean, with all the rains we've had, there hasn't been a situation where the field has been flooded. The stadiums are immaculate, all of that stuff. Morocco is really ready for the world.
Well, nor has there been any delays in the matches. I think that's always good signs. As we know, they will be hosting the World Cup in a couple of years as well. So it shows what Africa can produce and what we're capable of handling as well. So, and it hasn't deterred also the fans from staying away. So that's the other thing that's been great.
Great. We like the fact that the fans are coming into the stadium because at the outset, it was a bit quiet. Just look at the beauty of that stadium. This is what to look forward to tomorrow. Gabon, Mozambique, Equatorial Guinea against the Sudan. A hard fight in Sudan also. I think with what I saw Algeria play, my word, Zinedine Zidane is the happiest man seeing his son do some good job for his motherland, more or less, against Burkina Faso. Cote d'Ivoire, and I'm sure you're waiting to hear what Solomon Kalou has to say as defending champions against the Domitable Lions of Cameroon. Fixtures to catch up with. I'm salivating just from that one alone, Bongani.
Yeah, they are. Again, more marquee fixtures. You know, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire. I mean, that's huge, massive. Algeria as well. I mean, they need to get a result as well. So it's getting serious. Slowly but surely, it is getting serious, and I'm sure we'll probably have to live up to some more narrow victories and sort of look at more intricacies in terms of just how players combine, how players manage the sort of fixtures. Most importantly, the defensive shape, because defenders win you the titles. Because we're not seeing a lot of goals.
Excellent thoughts, gentlemen. I think it's been a good run out. You all have earned your pay for today. Proud of you all. I want to see you again another time. Sean, what is it?
No, I'm just gonna, at least you can sleep tonight.
Thanks for hanging out with us. It's been an exhilarating moment. Join us tomorrow as we look forward to round 2 fixtures as regards the Africa Cup of Nations. The Great Boss would always say, don't crack under pressure. You can't see at all. Now, I was getting so. I don't work out.